everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Spuffy here, and this is the beginning of a brand new Planet Zoo franchise series. I wanted to create something that just felt calm, cozy, something that I can come back to and work on and just unwind with. Probably franchise mode is actually probably not the place to do that, but I've been playing a lot of sandbox off of this channel, and I just kind of felt like switching it up a bit and going back to franchise. So this is Elmwick Park Zoo. It's set in the UK. I'm kind of imagining that it's built within like a peaceful public park. I really just wanted it to feel like a well-loved zoo, somewhere that people may visit on the weekend, take their children to visit. You know, so I'm just hoping that this is going to be a well-loved zoo by you guys as well, and me. I'm hoping I don't get bored. So I often start a franchise mode, have like a plan in my head, and then I'm like, I don't know where to go from here. So I'm going to really try and not do that. I find that I have to have everything pretty perfect. I'm going to try not to do that today. I'm just deleting the zoo entrance. Hello? Maybe I'm not deleting the zoo entrance? Why can't I get rid of this? Okay, well, we'll keep that bit then. To be fair, yeah, I can't get rid of it. Okay, we'll just cover it with trees and things. It's not like we're using that entrance anyway. We're kind of going to build quite far away from here, so I will just delete these, even though it's going to cost me money, because deleting nature just does that. But I don't like them. I don't want them there, so we'll move on. So whether you're building alongside me or just here to relax for a bit, you're very welcome here, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm just moving these guest gates away from the zoo entrance. I kind of don't want the building in the park, like I said, so I'm just moving them. Usually I would go into the terrain tool and paint out kind of my power source, so I'm not building outside of that, just because we are limited for money in the beginning. So I obviously don't want to be building outside of the power zone. And if you didn't know, you know now that your power source comes from your guest gates. Really handy. This is just a really good trick to help you. I'm not going to do it either. I kind of have an idea of what I want the entrance to look like, so I'm just going to set that up now. I don't know what path to use. To be honest, I'm not too fussed about the beginning, because I'm going to do it on a grid. I'm probably just going to cover it up with construction pieces anyway, so we'll just use the grey here. We'll just create kind of like a plaza area, just nice on the grid, that's going to just be easy for me to cover up. And then eventually we'll get some kind of winding paths, different elevations and things like that, but just for the beginning, where everybody's going to be coming in, I kind of don't want to bottleneck the kind of entrance, so everybody kind of gets crammed and stuck together. So I am just going to try and make it quite a big area. This is looking kind of weird at the moment, but I do kind of have an idea in my head of what I'd like the start of the zoo to look like, obviously. So we better get some staff facilities in. So I'm going to grab a big staff room, just because I think this is going to be kind of the main hub So I want enough people to be able to come here and use that. Actually, I do want this on this little grid just so I can have it kind of away from the path. I know it's not far enough away, but once we've decorated and stuff, hopefully that will bring the radius of what makes guests mad in this zoo absolutely fine. We're going to do a big keeper hut as well. I think it's a little bit of money, but I'm just going to have a few animals around here, so I might put in some little ones as well. We'll see how we do with money. I'm not actually too sure. I'm always really worried at the start, and I always do fine, so I don't know why I worry so much about money. But it just, you see it go down, and you're like, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna buy a workshop just because this is a franchise mode zoo. I do already have all of the workshop research done, so I just don't need one. The only problem is that my zoo alerts is every time I log into this game is going to tell me that I need one. So we might put one down, but my mechanics won't use it. The idea is that we can enter this kind of staff facility from different areas, hopefully. That's the plan. So the animal I want to get in the zoo first is flamingos. I've never actually had flamingos as a starter animal before. I've heard that a lot of people obviously use them and they're great. So I thought it'd be a good starter animal to have in the zoo. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure though they're not confident. So they might actually struggle being the first animal in the zoo. But lots of people use them, so they must actually be fine. Where am I going? I want to build for the greater flamingos, so let's go down to G. Oh, I've gone right past them. There we go. I'm pretty sure they need to be in a pretty big group, but I don't know the minimum we need. But I know you can have up to hundreds of them, and I'm pretty sure they take up quite a small space, so hopefully the space that we've got for them will be adequate for the minimum that we need. Let's have a look. Okay, so we need 10 at least. That's not a problem. They are neutral. Okay. And guests can enter the habitat. I don't want them to enter this habitat. I think I'm going to build it a little bit away from them, but let's just see the kind of space we're going to be needing and if it's enough. 404 and 263 meters squared. Yeah, we're going to be fine. There's usually only 4 at a time in the market unless other players are putting theirs up for adoption. If not, Planet Zoo kind of fills in the gaps every now and then on franchise mode. So we're just going to have to grab, what have we got? Grab all 4 of these. Perfect. And then we're just going to have to keep checking this animal market and hope that we eventually get the 10 that we need by the time I have built this horrific, this awful habitat. It is going to be good. It will be good. It's just not going to be good yet. But that's all part of the fun. That's why I enjoy franchise mode. I think I want to build it roughly here, so it's enough space away from the path, but hopefully the guests will be able to see into this habitat enough, which would be great. I can't actually remember what they need. I really need to look. Okay, grade 1. And that is fine. Just needs to be greater than 1 meter as well. Okay. So let's have a little look at what we can use. We can use pretty much anything. The only problem is obviously they're going to need water, so we need to make sure that it's watertight, I guess, which isn't a lot. Isn't a lot of them. Okay. Oh, my glass is fine. Maybe we just go for logs around here, because this is going to be a this is going to be a sheltered area anyway. Do we want it like this, or I feel like I'm making this way too small. I don't want people to get super close to them. I'm worried that they're gonna freak out. And because we're playing on hard mode, this might just be a bit of a problem here, so let's see how this goes. It's not all going to be glass. I am actually going to change some of this to wood. I don't like the fact that this isn't meeting. Let me change this really quick. Let's edit this, move it back a bit. Whoop. There we go. I find they're so close together sometimes, depending on the angle of your camera. Right, there we go. So I'm hoping this space is going to be big enough for them, and they're also far enough away from the path that they're not going to be super freaked out by people looking at them, but also close enough that the guests are going to be happy to donate because they're happy they've seen them. We'll see. All we can do is hope. There we go. So let's make this part wood, just so they've got somewhere to hide. I think that will probably be enough. Just so if they are stressed, they can kind of run and maybe not be seen as clearly, hopefully. Okay, so they do need more land than water. So we need to have at least some water in here. I'm going to use the terrain stamp here and just subtract the terrain. I'm not going to have it, I don't think I'm going to have it 4 meters. I might raise it a little bit. So it's like maybe 2 meters roughly. I'm not sure. There we go. And then I'll go in with the flattened foundation tool and just kind of bring out that stamp a little bit. So they've got a bit more water and it's looking a bit more natural. That is the plan here. And then we can put in our water, like that. That should be enough for them, right? I hope so. That's definitely as far as I can get it. I feel like the flamingo water is never clean like this. I don't know what color to make it though. Yeah. I think this is really cool that they have presets and you can change the color. It's definitely fun. But I'm not sure. Maybe we change the color of the water ourselves. Kind of just looks like dirty water still. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe not green. Maybe we want more of like a kind of dingy beige. Is that overly different to what we have though? Probably not. Let's make it more. Okay, yeah, it looks it looks pretty much like the Amazon water. Okay, never mind. Let's see if they've got any more. Perfect. So we've still got our 4. So we'll grab these 4 as well. And that makes 8, and then we just need another 2. So hopefully they won't be long to come into the animal market. We'll grab another 2. Another quick tip here is just that I don't have to put any of these guys into quarantine because I can quick trade them. All of these guys can be quick traded out of the zoo. If they're injured or they have a disease, you can't do that. They can't be quick traded because they have a disease or an injury. So just a little tip there, if you're like wanting to put something quick in your zoo, you don't want them to go into the quarantine, you haven't got time, like they're your first animal, you can do that, and it just kind of eliminates the quarantine process. You're not like spending money on staff wages and the fact that no one's in your zoo and things. So all of those flamingos are absolutely full health, ready to go into their habitat. So I think we need a bit more water. So I'm just gonna pull this out a little bit more. Actually thought they had quite a lot already, but I'm just gonna make it a bit bigger. I love the tools that we have in the train. I know they can be a bit daunting. Sometimes they don't always go how I want them to, but they're definitely fun. They definitely give you a lot of freedom. So I really like this feature in the game. I'm just going to smooth out some of these edges so it doesn't look as harsh. Perfect. Now let's pop our water back in. That should definitely be enough now. Hopefully. Let's see if we've got any more flamingos. We do. Oh, this one's actually not too bad. We'll grab him. And then I guess we'll just grab another. Now we have our 10. That's really exciting. Oh my gosh, they live forever. Okay. I was thinking these guys are quite old, but actually no. We will pop all 10 of these straight into... Oh wait, hold on. I need... I'm going to actually edit this really quickly and change it to one-way glass, just because I think it might be a bit... This is quite open for them. Okay. And then we will add our flamingos in. Actually, really quickly, let's... because we know as soon as we put animals in, guests are going to start coming through. Let's put in our donation boxes. What colour should we have for our zoo, do you think? Or actually, maybe we don't do a colour. Maybe we do a... well, we do a colour, obviously. But maybe we do it to each animal. So like it's their donation bins, right? So then we do the colours for the animals that it's representing. That might be really fun. I've never done stuff like that before. I've always just had them like one colour, because I find the donation bins kind of ugly, but that actually might be a really sweet idea. Plus that means we can have pink ones look for the flamingos. That's okay, cool. Yeah, we're definitely going to continue that theme throughout the zoo. That's really fun. Why have I never thought of that before? Right, we'll put a bunch of these around our very plain looking habitat. Oh. We'll pop one here. And maybe one here. Oh, definitely one here, actually. I feel like this is where people are going to probably stand the most, just because it's the first like point of contact with the habitat. I find that your guests will just gather kind of at the closest part they can see them, if that makes sense. Right, so we'll grab a keeper because we need a keeper to obviously look after our flamingos. We're going to need water treatment to keep this warm. Not warm. We will need it to keep it warm because obviously we're in the UK. When it gets to December, we're definitely going to have snow. But more importantly, we need to keep it clean. So we'll just add this onto our facilities here. That should do. It reaches fine. Yeah. And it's out of the way of guests. People, they won't mind it. So I'm perfect. I've actually just remembered we need a caretaker, because caretakers and vets are the only ones that deliver animals to your habitat, and I don't want a vet right now. We don't need one. They cost an awful lot compared to a caretaker, so that's what we're going to do. Can I lower? Yes, I can. Okay, so we'll lower you to that. Caretaker, stop! I know you're doing your job right now, but just hold on. I just want to see if I can pay you any less. No. You're already working for the bare minimum. Thank you so much. They're now going to deliver all 10. It's a pretty long run. They're going to have to deliver all 10, and then they'll probably be exhausted. Their work overload is going to be too much work for them. They'll get used to it, but just for now, they've got a lot to do. So we don't need, obviously, a water bowl or anything, because they will just drink from the lake. But we are going to need a food bowl and then some food enrichment for them. I'm hoping this will just be fine here and it won't kind of ruin the terrain too much. Okay, perfect. I really thought that was going to change everything. Okay. Now because this is hard mode, I don't want to give them too much. So the foraging pool is good. What actually happens to their food enrichment? Does that ever go down? Because we literally can't swap it out for anything else. That's all they have. So does that stay up? Does it go down? Because we can't take it out and replace it with anything. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. Because yeah, usually obviously you have like multiple items you can use, but obviously for these guys, they're fully researched and everything. That is just the only thing that the flamingos have. So I'm hoping that doesn't go down. So we'll give them a sprinkler first. This is going to keep going up the more they come into, the more that get put in here. So actually we'll just maybe work on their terrain quickly, and then once they're all in, excuse me, once they're all in, we can then work on how much enrichment they're actually going to need. Because they're definitely going to need something else. See, I knew it. I knew the guests would gather there. I told you. I knew they were going to gather there. Oh no, some guests are going around, look. See, smart guests. They're closer over there. I'm just praying these guys don't get stressed. Please don't get stressed. They seem okay. The 3 that are here seem fine. Right, we'll just add some... what do they want? Rock. Yeah. Okay. We'll maybe place it underneath the water a bit and then bring it up a bit just to get rid of some of this grass. Because then if this is 100%, it's just another like easy... There we go. Perfect. That's going to keep them very happy. Their welfare's not bad. So we just need a little bit more toy. Not a problem. We'll just use AM grass. What is it called? Herb scent. There we go. Herb scent marker. We'll just pop that over here or something, and then these guys have kind of got places to go. Perfect. Right. Yeah, so their enrichment's now 100%. We just need to give them some hard shelter, and obviously their social group is low at the moment because we haven't got them all in here, because we do just have the one caretaker. Because once this caretaker's done his job, he's not needed for anything else right now, so... Oh my gosh, there's actually quite a few people coming in. Well, that's great. We probably need to work on some education, so let's pop in these ugly speakers. I hate them. Actually, if we put it... I don't want them taking up loads of space. And then I have to change the radius on them. That's just a pain. I'm wondering, actually, if we just move this one in the middle, does that get both paths? Probably seems a bit useless, but maybe if we just put it under the water a bit, no one will know it's there. There we go. And then it's covering kind of all 3 sides of the path here, which is great. Okay, more and more are being added, that's great. No running around from stress that I can see. Yeah, we just need to grab them some hard shelter. I kind of just want to build something nice. I didn't actually expect to have 10k still left over. I thought we were going to be pretty broke. But we're doing okay. So, maybe I just build them something. Or maybe I just give them something just for now. I'm not sure. Let's just give them something for now. Let's just give them something for now. Just because we're oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm apparently exhausted. It's a Sunday afternoon, like I should not be yawning. That's not good. Let's just give them this wooden hut. It's not great, but it will just do for now. And then when we come to building them something beautiful, or as beautiful as my talents and skill will allow, obviously we'll change this up a bit. But for now, just getting them in here and getting some money is the main goal. Okay, I think it's time to put in a exhibit. Not to make a bunch of money off, though they are really good for that if you get like any of the beetles and insects. I'm thinking of making this area kind of like a guest services, kind of ticket desk area, but then also we just have something in here. Let's have a look. Do I want it to be kind of in the same region? Maybe a frog. I don't really want beetles. I don't want beetles at all. Let's let's change it. I think I want an iguana. Let's have a look. So we can have a male and female, and then no more, right? Pretty sure. So we'll grab her, and we'll just have to grab you. Here we go, and we'll send them obviously straight into our exhibit. Bang. Perfect. Let's just okay, the temperature and everything's actually fine. Oh, they look so cool. Look at them. Okay, perfect. Let's just pause the game a second before we have protesters and things, just in case anything goes wrong. I just like to pop everything in here. I think it makes it look a little bit more realistic. Even though these are in range, I'm just going to pop them up a little bit. Yeah, we'll close some windows. Oops, not that one. We'll close these two. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Let's change this exhibit name just so in the future when we do get more, I'm not going to get confused with what we've got going on, because zoo management, when your zoo gets big, it's really important that you do this. And then obviously we just want to manage the population here as well, so we'll just do, I'm pretty sure they just have one offspring, so this doing it by appeal we might actually end up losing them over the years. We'll see. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, because I would imagine their offspring are going to be obviously better, higher appeal than what they are, is usually how it works. So hopefully we'll just get a mixture of males and females, and eventually they'll be young and we'll forever have a flow of them, but if not, we can obviously change that. Let's pop our education down for them. Pop a little speaker. Yeah. That will do for now. Let's edit this a second. We don't want to make this obviously huge, because there's actually it's not in a big area for them. We'll just pop it in the middle like that, and then it's kind of in a radius around them, right? Yeah, we'll just pop it straight in the middle. I don't think it can be seen. I think it's underground or under their decorations and plants and stuff, so that should be fine. For these guys, their donation box is probably going to be a bit boring because they're kind of just like a grey colour. Let's do maybe something like this, and then maybe for the darker colour we'll do more of like a green tone, just so it is a little bit different. They'll only have the one donation bin, so I'm not super concerned, but yeah, maybe like a muted kind of green. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. The donation bins are so grubby. Why have I never noticed that before? Oh my gosh. Well, realism. Oh, hey girl. Okay, someone's come to visit. Okay, she loved the flamingo view, and then she's meh about the flamingo view. Hey, hey, did you not donate? Hey, hey. I have a feeling they're not going to bring in a great deal of money, but it's fine. It's fine. And just as day breaks, as I was going to start building, we have hopefully our first, oh. Hey, wait. Oh my gosh! It's happening all over. Oh, that's such a sweet animation. Oh my gosh! Wait. Am I just clicking these too early, maybe? Yeah, there we go. So December. Oh my gosh, they're barely pregnant. Oh, okay. Oh no. Now that we've got all 10 in here, we actually need to put in another foraging pool. They're just so huge. They're huge. Yeah, that will do. We'll just... Wow! There we go. We'll just pop that down there for now. And we'll work on their habitat. This is not... This is not what these guys deserve. I'm actually going to jump probably into a speed build and create something nice for them. So I will see you guys afterwards. Okay, I will not see you guys afterwards because these guys mate. They mate, and then the next month they're ready to have babies. So we're just waiting on. Oh, I've lost which one. Okay, there's this one. Oh, they got in a group there, and I couldn't see what was going on. Is she gonna give birth in the food? I mean, hey, good for her. I think she is. Yep. There we go. Our first baby in the zoo. And they're off. Fair enough. I wish that I wish that we had the little, like, when flamingos are first born, they're absolutely tiny and really fluffy. I think that would have been really cute, but I understand why this version of them being a baby makes more sense. So how sweet. Okay, now we go into a speed build. I will see you guys in a bit. So we are coming out of the speed build now. Please let me know if you'd actually want me to record audio over speed builds. I can definitely do that and kind of explain what I'm doing. But this is the finished look. I'm really happy with it. I think we've left enough space from the guests so that they're not getting stressed in here. I used temple blocks like slabs for the wall at the front there, just so it's not visible, you can't see through it. And then the rest of the fencing I used with the Australian pipes and mesh, so you can see through them. We'll just do a little walk around here so you can have a little look at the planters. I used a lot of buffalo grass, box, bracken, kind of things that you would find in the UK, but then I tried to put more tropical themed plants inside here. Oh my gosh, this flamingo. we're gonna move right on. Just to kind of give it a little bit more of a tropical vibe. But I thought children might want to come and stand on these slabs here to have a little look over the fence. It's still tall enough that they're not going to cause any harm, and then this bit is completely blocked out, so adults would be able to see over this, but as a child not many people will. And then we've got another big planter here. We're gonna walk on past everybody. This is still everyone's favorite place to have a look at them, but as you can see, we can now get a really good look of inside their enclosure here with their little indoor pool. I'm just going to pull you around. Oh, it's going to get to nighttime and daytime. I changed the zoo opening times from like 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. I think I might just have to change it a little bit more, so we don't get that weird nighttime bit there. Unless that just happens, I don't know. Also, the torch on the camera, what a lifesaver for building in the dark, because obviously I've had to let this play through, so we don't run out of money whilst I've been building. Everything's been a little bit expensive. I've also popped some vendors down just to help with some expenses. But yeah, this is the inside of their enclosure. I'm just going to sort out this palm because it just doesn't render in this little bottom of the trunk here, so I'm just gonna pop it underground. And there we go. So yeah, they seem pretty happy. I did have to extend the water quite a bit because I put these rocks in. I don't think, although they're in water, I don't think it actually counts. So now that we've built for our greater flamingos, let's get to know them a little bit. The greater flamingo is actually the largest of all flamingo species, which makes sense because of their name. They're found across quite a large range, so parts of southern Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and even into India. You'll usually see them hanging out in lagoons, salt pans, or shallow lakes where the water is calm and full of food. What's really interesting is how they eat. They feed upside down, their beaks are specially adapted to filter tiny organisms like algae, crustaceans, and plankton out of the water. It's actually those tiny creatures that give flamingos their pink colour. Without that diet, they'd be more of a pale white or grey. So in zoos, to mimic this, they're often fed specialised pellets that just help keep their pigment. They're also pretty social birds. Flamingos live in large colonies, sometimes thousands of them together. I assume it's just because of safety in numbers. Another thing people often notice is how they stand on one leg. It is a signature look that flamingos do, but it actually helps them conserve body heat while standing in cooler water. Baby flamingos aren't pink. They're born grey or white and only turn pink over time. Both parents help raise their chick, and they feed it something called crop milk, which is a bit like a nutrient-rich fluid. A group of flamingos is often called a flamboyance, which feels pretty fitting for them. They can fly really well, even though they look a bit awkward on land. They often travel really long distances between habitats. So there we go. Now we know a little bit more about them. We're just going to go into our overview here and have a little look at our finances. So we seem to be doing really great. The shops are making a bunch of money, obviously, which is great. But our most is obviously coming from, oh god, our iguanas. Our most is coming from our donations for our flamingos. What's great is we haven't had any ticket refunds yet. Animal food's nice and cheap. I have put them on grade 3 now, so that's why it has gone up a little bit the last year. So yeah, overall, I think we're doing great. I think we'll just be able to get straight on to adding a new animal next episode. I've just been training up our staff over the course of the speed build, just so I don't forget, just because when we do add another animal, I don't want them to suddenly feel really overwhelmed. So I think our vets, they're saying their workload's high, but they're literally, all they're having to do is research the flamingos, so I don't, though I guess actually they are also going in and checking on the flamingos every whatever that's set up for. So that could be why actually. I'll look into getting maybe another vet. But yeah, I'm really happy with where we have ended. I think it's looking really nice for our first habitat. I'm really happy with it. And obviously this is just the beginning. I'm really excited to see where this goes. In the next episode, we'll obviously continue expanding, but if you enjoyed this, feel free to stick around. I'd love to have you back as Elmwick Park Zoo grows. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.